Okay, I've found something else I can talk about. Like I care about nothing more than everything but my fucking self. Welcome back, YouTube. Screech Consulting, Episode 5. 11-9 Koi Radio. This is your host, Wyatt'Siberia. I was listening to my last recording, and I realized, did you know that some things you can just go with? Like that friend in Colorado that you just decide you will just fucking walk with. Whether you get the drugs, whether you get the girls, whether you don't, whether you end up in the hotel, whether you walk and talk, fuck each other, I don't give a shit. Whether you jump in the pond, whether you end up 5-10 miles from the place you call home, you just go with them. Some things you can just go with. Like when someone talks about it, you just go along with listening. And some things you just have to go with. Like, oh my god, I heard all that shit. No, I heard that one thing. I just have to fucking do it. Oh my fucking god, it's more important than fucking anything right now. I'm so fucking psyched up. I'm so ready to bust my nuts. This girl's ovaries are so hard it's gonna become a dick. Oh my god, the cum is everywhere in Natasha Provencher's house. Wyatt'Siberia is so stuck up about blah blah fucking ha ha and going this and that, but she just goes along with it because she knows it's true. Her tits are so fucking nice. They're not even like Jen's. They're really small, and then they get really big, and then she's really Quinella, Harley Quinn, Joker, like intolerant level, zero skin color, pigment level white, and then she's really fucking tan, and her pussy must be really fucking right, like it's a super fucking vagina, and I have like a Drew Barrymore vagina, and it's so organic and it's so natural, and then one day it's so right. I just see this girl with long legs that are really strong and hairy, and I want her like a mountain fucking princess, like a lion, like a tiger, like a fish, like a super bacteria bomb schedule shit with the biohazard Area 51 spims, or like, you know, I say we're gonna enchant what's going on now by saying what I say. Repeat after me. All in good health, all in good time, so on and so forth. But there's just a load of cum depressed everywhere between us. It's everywhere, and she just knows it, so she just has to go along with it. Quinella. I mean, so some things you can just go, Commissioner, U.S. Army, along with. For some reason, they just work, whether they even make sense at that point. In that person. And there are some things you just can't. You don't want to be chasing something for the rest of your life, so you don't go with what Chase says. You know the past is different than the way it's being presented. You know I want the past catching up with them. You know I'm the first organism. I'm gonna be the eldest thing. Adler. I don't care if you have to change elder to Adler. I don't give a shit. It's gonna be that way because that's the way record documented fact. It was clear. It was not offensive. It was not consequential. It was providing. It provoked providence, but it was provoked from another party. It was company, not third party. And he didn't go along with the scam. You went along with the truth. Maybe there was some doubt in your mind, but it was about something else. You know how much it means to me as a soldier to have served, whether you believe it or not? And trust me, in the ghetto, if you don't believe snot, you don't believe what you got. Because it's there. And if it's out for the taking, I swear, you're going to be the seasons of the chunks of the congealed, and I'm not going to go on with that whole rant. But to be gone in a war zone where there is no coming home, you're beyond enemy lines. There is no eating. There's no feeding over there. There's no armory. I swear there's no gun rack for you to go grab it. Okay? And to never know if you're going to make it back. You know you shouldn't get her pregnant. But you know you've never get shot, you know? You'll never make it home. You know what it's like to go? I do. I know what it's like to have to show. I killed, when I was home. To kill people, to put your own gun together, to put your own bullet together, to make it fire perfectly, like birds of a feather, it struck the dome piece. You got your hit. But to be beyond enemy lines and never fucking know Lyme's disease or whatever, and get an organic, natural tick transplant because your genetics are all fucked up because someone else adopts you. You get home and you're estranged. You haven't seen a peach. You haven't seen a pussy. You haven't seen a beard and a berry bong bind. Bide. Bing, bong, ba-deep, bop, boop. Beep. You haven't seen a phone. You haven't seen the chrome wheels. You haven't seen an orange peel in a pine. You haven't seen a goddamn line but the enemies. And you just want to be there even if you get punched, even if you get stole, even if you get shanked, as in knifed, even if you have a bad relationship with a family that doesn't belong to you, who steals from you, who forges your account, who you come to find out for you request a favor, for you're out of funds from the army itself to supply some to you, to find that check has already been cashed. I don't think you do. Because that means you're absolvent. You just care so much that they're there and you're not where you were, beyond enemy lines. Whether you hate fucking dogs, whether you hate fucking whites, whoever you are, you just want to be there morning, noon, and night. You're so happy, you're smiling at the sight. Okay? And you just went along with it because they requested you to do it. You don't go along with it unless they request you to do it. Well, they requested me. Some people you can't go along with. They don't want the past catching up with them from the very beginning. They're born impure. They don't bore themselves and begin a family tree. And some people are born pure. And you can go along with what they say. And you can listen to what they say. And it works. Like why it's working. If you want to get in the middle of it, you might be one of those people that you can't go along with. And if no one goes out there to make sure that you can still go along with it, I do. End of story.